taking over my mind, and yeah, my mind is mine, and you don't notice the changes going on until you feel that so it's quite alright. Take control of my brain, and nothing's feeling the same, and you don't notice the changes going on until you feel that so it's quite alright. So why's this feeling so familiar? Don't you know we feel the same? Just tell me, why is this feeling so peculiar? Don't you know it's here to stay?
Salmon, the man whose goal put out Stockport in the first round of the Cup. And there was more to come. All the pressure in the second half came from the yellow-shirted Caernarfon players, and goalkeeper Neil Smallwood was constantly in action. Interestingly enough, it was Austin Salmon whose pass to Steve Craven sent Caernarfon 2-0 up. What a fabulous goal. A stranger to the ground couldn't probably tell which was the non-league side and which was the league side. In actual fact, at the very back end, York pulled the goal back through Tony Cannon, but that 2-1 win was the greatest result in the 101 years history of the Caernarfon club. A marvellous night for the manager, his club, his team and his supporters, and it's now Barnsley in the next round.
Here we had Caernarfon after a goalless draw going to Bootham Crescent, where Arsenal had lost, where Liverpool could only draw, and here, Bob, is their first goal coming up.
It was a long clearance, and
Austin Salmon
there on the spot to prove him.
A bit of Latchford opportunism.
Yes.
And they didn't really sit back, although we see here a fine bit of goalkeeping from Russ Hughes, fingertips just out. But they didn't settle for 1-0, did they? They were still pushing forward.
This was a good, well-worked goal.
Steve Craven in off the post.
And he struck it very well.
York came back with a goal near the end, but mercifully it was too late to be of any importance.
Yeah. Terrific result for him.
Right.
Many of the special trains taking supporters to FA Cup ties will be passing through here this afternoon. It's a familiar sight to regular railway travellers. And it's here at Crewe Station that you'll find the goal scorer who's been putting Caernarfon Town on the right track in the FA Cup. Austin Salmon is 27 years old. He's worked for British Rail for 10 years, initially as a signalman, now installing and testing points. Unlike most of his teammates, he's never played league football. But in this season's FA Cup, he scored the winner against Stockport County in the first round, and he struck again against York City in the second round replay. Now he hopes to throw a spanner into the works of another league club, Barnsley. Austin Salmon has been a big fish at Caernarfon Town for little more than a year, with manager Johnny King, a stickler for professionalism, putting his raw forward along the right lines. Even so, non-league football and a career in British Rail hasn't always been a straightforward combination.
Well, on the S&T, which I'm on now, a Signal Telegraph, it hasn't been too bad because regular days. But before, when I used to work in the signal box, it was shift work, so I never played a lot of football then. But now, the past 4 years, I've been able to play a lot of football, you know, because I've been S&T 4 years on.
So before that, until you were 23, it was just what, local Sunday football, something like that?
Yeah, and playing for a team, we didn't really mind you playing, the odd game like, because I was working on the Saturday.
Caernarfon in yellow here at York, Austin Salmon's goal a tap-in, which gave the side from the multi-part league such heart in the second round replay. Salmon created the second for his striking partner and good friend Steve Craven. While Caernarfon are looking to progress into the 4th round, Austin Salmon is also looking for promotion at work. But in the classroom this week, concentration has been difficult. Thoughts drifting to the comments of Barnsley manager Alan Clark. Clark has declared that non-league clubs shouldn't even be allowed in the FA Cup. They're not amused in the Caernarfon dressing room.
Well, everyone's out to try and stuff it down his throat or something, you know. I think that's probably good for us, him saying that, because he's got everyone back about that. And I think all the players now just want to go out there and just turn things around and make him feel have a rotten daylight, you know. Send him home crying, we hope.
Yeah, well, be no picnic down there, will it? For Clarkie? No smoked salmon sandwiches, possibly, I don't know. It'll be a tough old ride there. They're a determined mob, aren't they?
They are, and so, you know, Johnny King's a Parliament, so good luck today, John. Do the business.
Caernarfon against Barnsley.
4th division side in the 1st round, 3rd division side in the 2nd round. Could it be a 2nd division side in the 3rd round? I think it could be. I think it could be a fairy tale result for Caernarfon. There's my Welsh coming out, see.
So you're going for them?
I'm going for Caernarfon, yes.
Good for you.
A bydd neb yn gobeithio hynny'n fwy na Hugh Williams, seren am ddiffyn Caernarfon, fod i rhif 5 yn y melyn yn erbyn Caer Efrog. Ond gan gychwyn heddiw o bob diwrnod, mae'r corff hwnnw sydd fod i hyrwyddo pêl-droed yng Nghymru, ein hanwyl gymdeithas pêl-droed, wedi gweld yn dda i wahardd Hugh. Chaiff am chwarae fori. Hugh Williams, teimlo'n sal fel parot mae pêl-droedwyr Saesneg ar adag fel hyn. Sut mae pêl-droedwyr Cymraeg yn teimlo?
South ac un eithon nhw, ddech. Ie, siomedig iawn. Gem ni de.
A mi fydde hi'r gem bwysica yn eich gyrfa chi, heb ddim mos yn bydde?
Bydd hwnna di gem sica, dim yn unig i fi, clwb Caernarfon hefyd, a gofod methu hwnna, mae'n sicner.
Da chi'n teimlo'n ddig, os ar yr noson cyn y gem, nos Wener, mae'r gwaharddiad yn cychwyn ynddo. Mae hynna pyn bach yn greulon, tydi?
Yndi mynd i'n waith, o'r wedd, gem, dwi'n yn gwybod beth am disgrifio, o ddeud y gwir, dwi'n South ac i, go iawn.
Ond chi sydd wedi bod yn hogyn drwg ar y cae, de?
Ie, mae gyd yn fain o fi wedi bod yn rhyw braidd efo'r taclo, a... Wel...
Chenwch chi wedi mynd i'r llyfr 5 gwaith. Dydwch y gwir o'n, chwaraewr budur, da chi?
Budur a slo. Rhaid fi... taclo bach yn o'i slofyn o lawr, dwi'n mynd bach, de. Law. 2 fyd e gyd, iawn.
A rwan ta, am y gem i hun yn erbyn Barnsley, be mae Caernarfon yn mynd i wneud?
Wel, nhw perffaith sians, maen nhw chwarae dda bod popeth, oedd neb wneud llawer o obaith yn erbyn York, fel nath ni llwyddo fanna, dwi'n gwybod dim dylian nhw'n wneud o, pam ddim, maen nhw'n chwarae adra.
A tasa Caernarfon yn ei gwneud ti yn ennill, pwy fysa chi yn ei hoffi yn y rawn nesaf?
O, gem wrth a Lerpwl neu rwy'n fel yna, Everton sy'n fel. Neswn i obeithio yn hwn yna.
Efo Hugh wedi wahardd, mae'n debyg mae un hogyn o Caernarfon yn unig fydd yn y tîm fori. Saeson ôl yn ei mersi, Penbedw a Wallace sy'n benna, ydy'r mwyafrif o'r hogia mae Johnny King y rheolwr wedi casglu ynghyd. Push. Ac mi aeth King i griw am y prif sgoriwr, Austin Salmon. Yng nghanolfan Hamdden, glannau Dyfrdwy mae'r mwyafrif ohonyn nhw'n ymarfer. Adref o'r ail dîm, mae'r rhai lleol. Na, hyd yn oed cyn gêm dynged fennol fel un fori, doedd dim modd da'r tîm cyfan at ei gilydd. Ond rhaid i ni wneud môr a mynydd o'r ffaith mae Saeson sy'n cynrychioli Caernarfon. Buddiol efallai di cofio bod y dewin a gynrychiolodd Caernarfon am gyhyd, ac sy'n codi law fel Maradona ar faes y dre, wedi cael ei eni, y Manceinion. Mi nath o eitha joban, gobeithio gwneud y tîm cystal.
And following the suspension of Hugh Williams, Caernarfon may also have only one Welshman in their team. That's fullback Glyn Griffiths. And Barry Michael Jones has been talking to him.
Telecom engineer Glyn Griffiths will be the only locally based player on duty tomorrow. Training sessions with the team can take him on a 120-mile round trip. That's, of course, when he can make it. But he's not unduly worried about playing in a side with 8 Merseysiders.
There's a great bunch of lads from Liverpool, you know, and we all mix. We always have a pint after the game together, and there's no problems that way. And I'm trying to teach him a bit of Welsh, you know, trying to.
What do you know about the Barnsley side?
I know one of their players, Gwyn Thomas. I was playing in the Welsh under-15 side with him years ago, and he's the only one I know, really. They're supposed to be a young, talented side. They're getting off the bottom of the second division now, so they've got to be playing well.
The cloud of crowd trouble from the Stockport match still hangs over the club, and with hundreds of Barnsley fans on their way, comes this appeal from Caernarfon's chairman to home supporters.
Please, Caernarfon fans, especially the young element, please come and enjoy your game, support the team, and for God's sake, behave.
In the history of the club, they've already put out 4th Division Stockport and 3rd Division York. Tonight, the town is buzzing with excitement about tomorrow's 3rd round game against 2nd Division Barnsley. But their manager, Alan Clark, the former England and Leeds striker, has strong views about the Cup. He'd like to ban all non-league clubs from it.
Never mind what people say. I am a professional football manager, and I know over the years that by a manager dropping a clanger, by losing to a non-league club, through silly directors, it's costing his job. It's my living, it's my livelihood, it's my players' livelihoods. We're playing Caernarfon on Saturday, and they're going to make it as difficult as possible for us. And they will run, and they'll harass, and they will chase, and they will kick. But if they lose, they can go back to their jobs on a Monday morning. My lads have got to come back here. We've got to try and pick ourselves up, if that did happen.
Well, something to increase the determination of the Caernarfon Town mercenaries, most of them brought from the Liverpool area by manager John King, who twice took Northwich Victoria to the FA Trophy final at Wembley. He started his playing career at Everton and later managed Tranmere to promotion from the 4th Division. Apart from matches, he travels into Wales twice a week to train his Caernarfon players at the Deeside Leisure Centre.
That's it, come on, close it up, close it up. That's it, come on, nice, keep together, well done. Well done, come on, do your deep breathing now. Come on, beautiful night for us. Come on, you got the stars out tonight.
Alan Clark, Barnsley manager, says that teams like Caernarfon shouldn't be allowed in the FA Cup because it gets league managers to sack. What do you say to that, John?
Well, everybody's obviously entitled to their own opinion, but I've always thought, I mean, I've been manager of a league club, as you know, for a number of years, and I think that it would take a lot of the magic of the FA Cup, because, I mean, it would virtually be another league cup. It's the, I mean, look at my little club, Caernarfon, I mean, look what they've been doing, and it stretches everybody's imagination, and it's like a fairy tale, and people want it, the public wants it. And look over the years, the excitement that it's brought to clubs, big clubs, small clubs. Oh no, everybody must have a little feel of this one.
This is an exciting team you've got, John, but do you get a response, though, from Welsh people in Caernarfon?
Yes, so I think one thing that helps us is that, you know, they do speak Welsh, and they can be giving us some stick at times, you know, we don't know what they're saying. But no, I think they're very happy that, you know, our lads from Liverpool are down there at this moment and doing a fine job for them.
Oh, John, tell us about some of the players in this side of yours.
Hi, there's Kenny Jones. He was my captain at Northwich. I mean, he led them to 2 fine games at Wembley. What he doesn't know about non-league football is nobody's business. I'm very, very surprised that during his career he hasn't been with a league club.
How well can you identify with the people of Caernarfon and the town of Caernarfon?
I think since I've been at Caernarfon, I think they've always made people welcome, and I think they've, since the managers took over, it's just been different in the town, completely the football, you know. I think they realise what sort of job he can do, and I think they've got what they deserve now.
Bobby Tynan was with me at Tranmere. We eventually sold him for a lot of money, and he was so unlucky that when I think his first game for Blackpool, he did his knee ligaments and never really played after that for possibly 5 years. I secured him about 3 months ago. He said he'd like to come and have a go at things. He's still got just a little bit of a limp, but again, his vision, his passing, his knowledge of the game. I'm just hoping that Bobby, again, can make a really good player for Caernarfon Town.
Bobby, is there any family relationship with Tommy Tynan, who used to play for Newport County, now playing for Plymouth?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
I mean, you grew up with Tommy in the same sort of area? As boys, were you teammates or anything like that?
We were never teammates, but we used to play in the streets together. But his family moved a bit further out from Liverpool. Mine stayed more central. But we used to always have a few games every time we met up with each other.
Well, you're level with him now, playing for a Welsh club the same way that Tommy did for Newport County.
Yeah, he did probably better for Newport County than what I've done for Caernarfon at the moment, anyway.
Austin Salmon, this fella's big and strong. When he first came, again, lacking a lot in know-how, but he's worked hard at his game, and he's got a belief in himself now. And I think he's registered, you know, getting near 20 goals again, so I'm very, very, very pleased with the progress Austin has made.
So what does this now mean to you? You've scored in the first round of the Cup, the second round of the Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to be great stuff, eh?
Yeah, I know probably only once in a lifetime thing, you know. I think, like, you know, probably never happen again. And like at York, when it all happened there, I just couldn't believe it, you know. I think about 3 or 4 days later before I realised what had actually happened, you know, so you can't really explain it, you know, the sort of feeling that we feel like. It's brilliant.
What are these lads like to play with?
Fantastic. Best lads, best team I've ever got into. I think that's our strength, not because we're good players, just our strength is that we're really close, you know, and we get on well together, and they're a great bunch of lads. Take the mickey a lot, they're a great bunch of lads though. Brilliant lads.
How do you feel now playing for a Welsh club, Austin?
Well, at first, I wasn't that keen on travelling down there, you know, and when I actually got down, met the lads, met the fans, the directors and everyone, and everyone's been fantastic to say, so the journey's worthwhile when you get there. You know, the way that people greet you, and, you know, even when you're not playing too well, they still get behind you, and it sort of make you feel at home, see. So I enjoy going down there now.
And what can people expect from your side against Barnsley on Saturday?
Well, I think they will get, obviously, a lot of effort from my side because they're quite fit, obviously. There's a lot of ability in the side, so we can play football. We've proved that against York, especially when we played them away from home, where we turned on some sparkling football. No, I think it's got the makings of a very good cup tie, and I think those present will be ensured of a very fine cup tie.
For what is certain to be a highlight in its 100-year history.
There's a lot more to it than people think, you know. They come here for an hour and a half and they leave, but to us as a club it means weeks of hard work, headaches as you say, yes, and a lot of expenditure.
£6,000 has been spent upgrading the ground. New barriers and emergency exits have had to be provided for this Saturday's match. But the hope is that the improvements will help the club when it's seeking promotion from the multi-part league in a couple of years' time. And the game this weekend will provide valuable income.
It will bring us record gate receipts. If it's a sellout, it will be in the region of £12,000. But that's got to be shared, obviously, between the Barnsley ourselves and the FA.
Do you find that the game has generated additional support within the town?
Oh yes, and outside the town as well.
Local support has improved from the low of a few years ago, and 500 is the average attendance for Saturday home games. Several times that number are expected to attend this weekend.
The days when a crowd of 8,000 people turned out to cheer the team are long past, but with 2,000 tickets already sold, Caernarfon hope there'll be more than enough to fill the present capacity of 3,000.
First time I've been to see Caernarfon for about, I won't exaggerate, I'll say 10 years.
And what do you think's going to happen?
Oh, Caernarfon are going to win, of course, aren't they?
Well, I hope they're going to win. I think they should win, anyway.
At the beginning of the season, he weren't playing too well, but at the moment, like, they're playing pretty well.
And what are the prospects for Saturday?
Well, win, of course, but what else can you expect? I would love to see them get in that cup. They deserve it. I think make this town turn upside down.
Y golygfeydd a'r goliau sydd wedi dod a tîmau pêl-droed Cymru mor belled yng Cwpan Lloegr. Croeso i'r ofal yng Nghaernarfon I drydydd rownd Cwpan Lloegr. A diwrnod mwyaf yn holl hanes clwb pêl-droed tref Caernarfon. Y tîm lleol wedi brwydro trwy 4 rownd rhag brofol cyn trechu Stockport County o'r bodwaredd adran yn y rownd gyntaf. Wedyn, Caer Efrog o'r drydydd yn yr ail rownd. I gwrthwynebu'r nhw heddiw, Barnsley o'r ail adran. Tybed, all, clwb pêl-droed Caernarfon, gyflawni gwyrdd am y trydydd tro.
The excitement of the FA Cup, and here in the shadow of Snowdon, it's another great day out for Caernarfon soccer fans. It's their centenary year, and they've already celebrated it in style by reaching the first round of the Cup for only the second time in the club's history. And didn't they do well? They beat Stockport from the 4th Division, York from the 3rd Division, and now they take on Barnsley from the 2nd Division. Can they bring off a 3rd giant killing in a row? Well, in a moment we'll find out. And later in the programme we'll have more cup tie action featuring Welsh sides. It's Swansea against West Brom and Wrexham against Chester. But first, let's see how they line up here at Caernarfon. In goal, Russ Hughes, man who was trained by Gordon West, the former England goalkeeper. Changes in the back four with Hugh Williams suspended. Higgins goes to centre-half and Robin Jones comes in at right back. The usual midfield. Power there with Tyndall coming in for a game, and Salmon and Craven, the strike force up front. 7 and 5 goals, 12 of their goals they've scored. Clive Baker in goal, the Supporters Club Player of the Year last season for Barnsley. Back four, the power and strength of Larry May and Futcher in there. Midfield, the class of Gray, Stuart Gray, formerly of Forest. And the youngster up the front, Chandler, 4 goals in his last 2 games. Glyn Griffiths, formerly had a spell with Wrexham and Porthelly, and one of only 2 Welshmen in this Caernarfon side. Certainly the local lad, telecom engineer, is good. Robin Jones, DHS, works in London Civil Service, the DHSSS. Also a Welshman, brought into the side because of the suspension of Hugh Williams, which moves Higgins to centre-half and leaves the space there for Robin Jones at right back. He'll be wearing 5. And another Welshman, Glenn Thomas, former Wales under-21 international, a regular performer for Leeds and for Barnsley. And this black strike force here, powerful man, Austin Salmon. The Railway ganger, scored in both the cup ties so far against Stockport and against York, looking to make it 3 now, with 1 against Barnsley. So referee Arthur Robinson of Radcliffe gets us away. The green and yellow of Caernarfon Town, tacking the goal to the left. Red jerseys and the white shorts of Barnsley. Alan Clark boasting it as one of the, if not the, youngest side in the Football League. Certainly a lot of young players in it. Steve Agnew, only 21. Paul Cross, 21. Oakley, 20. And here's Clark on the attack. Immediately, and a ball in. Whacked away quickly by Wilson. Wilson hitting it long, aiming for Salmon. Futcher was there, though. Glyn Thomas putting a little pressure then. And Wilson. Steve Crane on down the line, looking for Salmon. Futcher goes with it. Salmon roughs him off. There's 14.5 stone of this big lad, and the referee didn't like that. So it's Arthur Robinson who calls a free kick in Barnsley's favour. A big hefty lad is Austin Salmon. So the kick is for Futcher. Gray, lovely ball aimed out for Clark on that far side, and across to cover was Griffiths.